You're telling me that there's a God who loves me enough to take all these things that were done to me and all the things that I had done and make them somehow beautiful? I need to know this God. If I had to put into words what my childhood was, I would probably use the word fear. I spent most of my childhood in fear. My dad was angry a lot. It never took very much to set him off. He would beat me, and he would come into my bedroom at night and sexually abuse me. It finally got to the point where I had to get out of there. Something in me just knew that I could not stay there. I would not survive. I struggled all through high school, and when I got out of high school, I just spiraled into just any sin that you could possibly think of. I got pregnant with Brooklyn when I was 20. I married the first guy that would ever pay attention to me. And after 7 years, I just knew that I couldn't do it anymore. He had left more times than I could count. Usually there was another woman involved, and we got divorced. And at that time, Brooklyn's best friend in school invited her to go to a church camp. So she went to this camp, and when she came back, she said she'd gotten saved. I didn't know what that was, but they were gonna do some of the songs that they had learned at camp. They were gonna perform at church. So I went to church with her and watched them perform these songs. And afterwards, all the moms and some of the dads even invited me to come back to church. So we went, and I remember the pastor at the end of the service inviting everyone to give their life to Jesus. I stood up and I thought, if I can make it up there without falling, because my legs were shaking so bad, I'm gonna give my life to Jesus. So I did. Still, there was lots of pain and anger, and so I can't even remember who suggested that we come to divorce recovery at Faith Family. And the couple taught that we should pray every night for the right husband and father for Brooklyn. And I would get real specific about the things that I wanted in a husband, with being a good daddy at the very top of the list. When Ren asked me out for the first time, he asked if he could take Brooklyn and I to a movie. And no one had ever done that before. And so he and Brooklyn were inseparable from the second date. He's been there to support every single thing since he came into our lives. He adopted her shortly after we got married. I didn't think I wanted any more kids after Brooklyn. It had only been her for 16 years. And we found out we were pregnant. And I, after being a little bit freaked out at the age I was at the time, we were both just ecstatic. So a girl who never knew God, never knew anything about God, I now have a Heavenly Father. The things that I've walked through have made me resilient, strong, worship and His Word, a community of fellow believers. If you have those things, you can make it through anything. And when you think you can't, you're surrounded by people that love you, that will help you walk through whatever it is you're walking through.